is everybody doing today? I'm just trying to pull up the feed so we can get started. Okay, we're going to have to go back out. Hey, Tiff, how are you? Welcome. All right. There's one. Can we go for two? Wouldn't that be great? All right. I think we got it. Hey, we got it. Woohoo! That's a first. We're going to be working with our new interchangeable door hanger. Now, this isn't really new, but the size is new. If you'll remember, I did this one at Thanksgiving. This is one that fits the 8-inch signs. The new one fits the 10-inch signs. So, I already went ahead and painted it. You're getting snow down there? We've had enough of that crap. We don't want any more. I went ahead and painted this with white chalk paint by Waverly. Now I kind of want to distress it. And we're going to go ahead and use the Antique Wax by Waverly. And I'm just going to use a diaper wipe to put it on. And I really want my gloves, because if I don't use a glove, it looks yucky. But I thought I just saw one back here. I know I saw one because I've used it. There it is. I knew I had one. Well, I think I took a chunk out of these at one time or another, but hopefully it'll save some of my fingers. So in order to do this, let me see if we got you. Let me just push the camera back just a tiny bit, and then it should all be in focus for you. There. I know it's kind of hard white on white, but that should be good. All right, so what I'm going to do is it off, because I want it to look, oh, don't tell me, we're already going to have problems. We're already having problems with the signal. There we go, it's back again. I don't know. I just want this to look distressed. And by distressed, I mean not stark white. Because if you get a white door, you don't want a white door hanger. You want something that has some kind of color to it. So that's what we're going for. And some of that off. I just don't want it looking stark white. Now we're just going to try and even it out here. See, it looks like it has a wood grain effect going on here. I kind of like. Better than what I was going to do. So, I'm going to take one of my little racks that I have here. And I'm going to put this, let me put that over there, and let's do the frame. Now the frame, I don't need to do the back. It has a groove that the sign fits right into. So you want to make sure when you glue this to the door hanger that you have the groove in the bottom, at the bottom. You don't want it at the top, because if you put it at the top, your sign will fall out the bottom. So there is a way to do it. You just gotta be aware when you're putting it together which goes where. Now, this is, there we go. Sometimes you have to work at it a little bit. Now, this has 2 coats of the chalk paint on it. Hi, Nanny Dot. Yes, we are. We've been really busy. We have a wedding for a really good young lady this weekend, and we've been doing all the favors for the table. We did the cake topper. Hopefully Sunday I can share some pictures because everything turned out really nice. So that's about what I want it. I want it looking distressed. I want it looking like it has some wood grain to it and not stark white. And I thought I better just go ahead and paint the white and do this live, because otherwise we would be here all night. How warm is it down by you, Tiff? Thank you. Oh, it's been cold. It's gone down to, I think, 9 tonight. I'm not going out unless I absolutely, positively have to. There. I like that. All right, this was the back. So while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and do the front. Now the front, you can't really see it, but my husband put a groove in here so you know where to mount this. And like I said, there is 2 lines across here, and then the bottom has the little gap that the sign fits in, so you want to make sure that's at the bottom. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Now, I know a lot of people are done with Valentine's Day. I am not. I've had requests. So, I did not post the signs yet. There's a whole new series of signs coming out with gnomes and Highland cows. So, the Valentine one is the first in the series. Now, you really don't have to do this whole thing because this is going to be covered with the sign, but I want to kind of stay consistent. So, that's why I'm doing this part. And I want to go around and do the sides. I just like using these either baker's racks or these racks I have here, because it allows the bottom to still be drying while you're working. So let's turn this around and let's go this way. I'm still trying to stay in a straight pattern here. There we go. And like I said, I'm concentrating more on this area around than I am the middle. But I still wanted it to look consistent. Now, I'm going to want to do the side too, because we don't want that looking real white. I may have to go back on the front and touch up, because this might have rubbed some of it off. Some. So I'm going to hold in the middle and then get my sides again, my edges. And you could go darker if you wanted to, but then you could sand it down some. You could even whitewash it if you wanted. I am going to kill myself on that thing. It doesn't stay in. All right, let's go ahead and get our hands washed. There we go. So, you got cracks, then that stain gets in the cracks. It makes it look even worse. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close the lid on that. I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to give it a little time to do some drying here, so we can go on to the next step. Now, the whole purpose behind putting the little holes in the top is so that you can remove your pipe cleaner, which is attached to a zip tie, and just pull this out, pull your sign up, and switch it out for the next holiday. But I wanted to go to the bigger ones. So, this is our gnome sign. Welcome to the herd. That has a little Highland cow and a gnome together. And then our other one is this one. This is a Highland cow standing by the barn. Now, this doesn't have any Halloween wording on it, just has love. This one says Farmhouse Valentine, be mine. So I thought what I'd do is I'd put this in, and then after Valentine's Day, slide this one in there. That's my thought. Thank you. So what we're going to do is, where are we here? I thought this would look real pretty. This lamb's ear. Why am I calling it dusty? It's not dusty. So we're going to take the tickets off. This came from my wholesaler, but I know you can find lamb's ear just about anywhere. So I'm going to actually take 2 of these for each side. And I think I'm going to cut. I just kind of want to, okay, I want to get them as close as possible. So we don't need all this. We need a little bit, but not all of it, because that's going to be the area that we're going to put our zip tie. I'm going to go just a little bit longer on that one, because that one's going to go underneath, just like that. And the same with this one. And then have it like that, except longer one. I want one on the bottom and one on the top. So see, we are just going to put a zip tie around this, the badge holders. Not yet. If there's one you're interested in, go to my Facebook page, Robin's Personalized Gifts, or maybe they are on Goimagine. I don't know. I don't know which end is up, Tiff. Check there first. And if they're not, then contact. They might be. So I'm not going to say they're not. I'm going to say maybe. Isn't that awful? So I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. Okay, I know these are red and white check, but I thought I'd go with the tan and white check with the red on it. I'm hoping eventually to have just signs and ribbon and craft storage on Etsy, and then the rest is going to be on Goimagine. They have changed up their pricing on Goimagine, and now there is one where you don't pay anything to list your stuff. You only pay when you sell. So that is an awesome deal. So if you want to start somewhere, that would be the place to start. All right, so I'm only going to do 3 loops, 2 tails. Then I'm going to go ahead and add this. And then last, I'm trying to decide whether to go with that or go with the tan. I think we're going to go with the tan. That's the way we're going to do it. All right, so where is my bow holder? Because I just want this to stay in place while I create it. And I want that a little bit smaller. There we go. So we're going to go with that. Then we're going to go with this one. And see, this bow will go with either sign. So I won't have to change the bow at all. Just change the sign. But in order to get the sign out, you will have to take your bow off. So if we went that way that time, we'll go this way that time. And I am proud of myself. I did a whole year of making sure I put my pins in them when I put them back on the shelf. So kudos to me. And then I thought we'd do this one on the top. Now that'll go on this side. Now I do have these. We made these last year, I think, and there is a video on there. I just took a piece of cardboard and kept wrapping yarn around it, and I'm pretty sure that video is in there. Yep, gotta keep going. And I have plenty of that ribbon if anybody needs it. All right, so I kind of want to get that in there, but we want to get this in there first. So I'm thinking we're going to start with our zip tie first. Just tighten it a little. And then start placing, this is the shorter one, placing our lamb's ear in there. Now, before we do any more, we want to make sure that we put, where's the red one? I got a huge pile over here, but I know where everything is, so I'm not going to disturb it. So we're going to use this to go in here, and that is actually going to go through the holes to tie it in place. So we can go ahead and tighten this. And let's go ahead and get rid of that excess. I'm going to pull it a little tighter. There we go. Now, so before we add this on, we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue. Now I'm telling you, I'm on the search for one of the best glues, and so far this one is not clogging up. It is staying solid. So what you want to do is you want to take your finger down here and find that little lip or shelf, let's call it, and then find the one on this side. And then when you place it, you're going to kind of eyeball it. You want your middle to be up here with your holes, because you're going to slide your sign down in. If you had it this way, you wouldn't be able to slide your sign in and your sign would fall out. And like I said, hubby put some grooves on here to tell you where to put it. Now, you only want to glue the bottom. You don't want to glue the top. So the only part we're going to do is this piece right here. All right. So you only need a little bit of this. It has a gel consistency, so it reminds me of the Loctite gel glue. All right, so we're gonna eyeball it. Gonna look for our circle. It doesn't matter if you don't get it directly in the middle here, because you're still going to be able to put your sign in. Now, it does give you a little bit of time to make sure that you have it where you want it, so you can slide it around, but once it grabs, it grabs. So you can start out by doing this and kind of double checking yourselves, 1.5 inches around. And then I don't think my clamps are going to reach that far. So let's just give it a minute till I can't slide it. I'm still able to slide it a little bit. Let's see, what will happen now is this will just slide right down in there for you. Isn't that cute? Ah, my glue. No, don't glue my sign. Ah, come on. Only on Alive. What'd I tell you? All right, find my shelf. And then go for like 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches around, which it is. Now, where's my... Where is my clamp? I have bigger clamps. I don't think that one will reach. Let me grab them, because I really want it to set up nice. I got one down here. It fell on the floor. I don't know if this will reach, but we will see. It should. Should be okay. Yes. You just got to watch when you're placing your clamps on, because sometimes they have a habit of sliding it on you. That feels pretty good. All right. So while that's holding in place, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our pipe cleaner. Now I'm going to twist it. Then we're going to put it through the hole. So what's nice, when the holiday's over, you can just undo your pipe cleaner. pull out your sign and put the new sign in with the new bow. Now, I can take this and use this as my hanger. I'm going to double up on it. So there's my hanger. So let's go and straighten this out a little. I kind of want to bend one down and have one going up. And then let's work on our bow. Now, you can't see from that angle. I'm just stretching my finger. And then I'm twisting this upward. And I'm going to do a dovetail. Then my next bow, my next ribbon was the red 1.5 inch. This one's 2. Oh, put our sign in. Have to do that. Put our sign in first. I had it in first before my ring slipped off. Do as I say, not as I do. Remember that. Because I honestly can't. Alright, pull that out. Put our sign in. Then put your pipe cleaner in. And you know what? I was gonna say I don't like using this. I prefer the tinsel tie, and I don't have any close by, so we'll just go ahead and use this. But in the future, I would prefer to use the tinsel tie. There we go. Now I smushed my bow, but that's okay. So, just doubling up. I know, right? I worked all weekend. I'm having the worst time. I needed a pair of dress shoes for the wedding, and everything I ordered didn't fit. So I had to go out shoe shopping. Well, nobody has anything worth wearing that's comfortable. I found a pair. I'm not happy with them. So, because I can't go barefoot and I can't wear sneakers. So, yeah. So I finally did that the other day, and I hate going out shopping. They closed our mall, and so you just have these little stores to go in, and they don't have anything I feel worth looking at. It's hit or miss. Then they took away our Joann fabrics. And now they're taking away our Big Lot. So what the heck? They said, well, you can go to the one in Selinsgrove. Well, I don't feel like driving an hour and a half just to go look at fabric. So I'm thinking some roses in here is what I'm thinking. I hate it. My Amazon guy, I know, just cusses me out every day. Like, here we go. She's ordering more crap again. And I'm not ordering crap. It's for the business. Like, every time I turn around, I need something, and there's nobody close by selling it. So, it's frustrating. Well, put your glasses on, dummy. I really tied that tight, so I'm going to have to glue it to the... Yikes. Now I kind of want something else in there. So, let me see what these would look like in there too. I think they're kind of farmhouse style. I think they would look really good. Just this little accents. Oh yeah, that looks cute. Hey Monica, how are you? What have you been up to? Let me see if this is dry, because this is getting in my way. Yep, I think it's dry finally. Yay! So, I kind of want this up in here. So, because I tied that, pulled that zip tie so tight, I'm kind of have to glue these in here, which is okay. Look at that sign, Monica. Isn't that cute? Our little Highland cow. I know everybody's saying, well, Robin, everybody's through with Valentine's Day, but I'm not. I love Valentine's Day. So, we are still in Valentine mood. I have so many candy bouquets. Now I have to start on balloon bouquets. And then they're already ordering the Valentine cards. And we're in the midst of a big wedding that we're working on too. So, it's crazy here. Not complaining. I think I'm going to put one up in there. And then put one there. And then use up a fifth, I mean. Oops, popped a bead. Oh well. I have not listed the signs yet. I will. I just listed this because we have the 8-inch interchangeable one. The 8-inch one is 13 inches round and fits an 8-inch circle sign. And then the 14 fits a 10-inch. So those are your options. Now, if you wanted to do like I did on that one, I drilled holes down here, so you can also add items down here if you want. Now with that, one, I actually glued a piece of styrofoam there, which was a good idea at the time, but after a while that styrofoam is going to get really cruddy. So, let's see, I could put something down here with a little bow also. You could add some mesh up here. You could add some down the bottom. You can do whatever you want. We could put some little hearts down here. That would look cute too. But this was our project tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these in because I want to be able to remove the pipe cleaner and take the bow off, pull the sign out, and put the next holiday in. And then this is our other sign also. So they're going to be Highland cows. The next series coming out is for St. Patrick's Day. And then I also have Easter. So there's going to be a Highland cow for Easter, Highland cow for St. Patrick's Day, and then a gnome for both of those holidays too. So there she be. So again, on Etsy, you'll find signs, storage, and ribbon. And then on Goimagine, you'll find the gifts and the kits. But this one, this frame is on Etsy. And the listing is in the description. This is just a nice way to have your local customers coming back, because you get to upsell with this. You get to add another sign and another bow set. So you could ask them if they want to be on that. What we did, Monica, I painted the whole thing with white chalk paint. And then we took the Waverly Antique Stain with a diaper wipe and just rubbed it all over. It kind of gave it that like wood grain effect. We did it on both sides. So that's what that is. It's the antique wax. And I don't care. I know a lot of people only use berries at Christmas, but I love to use them all the time. And this is supposed to be farmhouse style. So that's why we went with the lamb's ear and the natural ribbon. So there you go. Easy peasy. Then we added some roses and some beads. So to recap, you just remove your pipe cleaner. This is all together with a zip tie. So you just pull it off, pull your sign out, put your new sign in, and then put your new bow up. So we will be doing this again. I just had a request for this little girl, so I wanted to get one made. But these signs will be available in 10-inch or 8-inch. So either way you want to go. It's just nice to have an interchangeable door hanger that you can just slide your sign in and out and change it whenever you want. And access the bow and pull that off. So there you go. That was today's lecture. Any questions? Thank you. All right, I will see you all hopefully on Wednesday. Like I said, things are really insane here, and I'm trying to keep up. I've got 120 more party favors to finish for the wedding this weekend. So I hope to have those done and ready to be picked up tomorrow. Yay! Oh, that was a job for sure. We got some really pretty guest books. They are actually a guest hanger, wooden hanger that your guests can sign, and then when you're all done, you can hang it on the wall. So a lot of new stuff coming, like for weddings and such. So, all right, well, have a great evening, and thank you so much. I appreciate the love, appreciate the thumbs up, appreciate the hearts, appreciate the share, and I will see you all on Wednesday.